Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is episode 118 of our Big Blue Blob playthrough of the Millennia in the Making game. We're France. We own almost everything. And we are simply waiting. Fabricating claims and just waiting for our overextension to go away. Because then we'll be able to declare war on shit again. We could right now, but it would mean that these timers wouldn't continue to tick down. And, you know, that's what we're all about, ticking down timers. Good. Got 2 diplomats spare, but not much to really do with them, to be honest. These guys are 3 points shy of being able to be integrated, which I will do, because they're currently occupying a significant portion of the Seville node, actually. Oh, hello. Turgot and the economic reforms. Turgot issued his 6 edicts, eliminating the forced labour system of building roads, dissolving the guild system, lifted all sorts of tariffs and foreign trade controls, and implemented the physiocrat's favourite policy, the single tax on landowners. Let him reform, in which case we lose 2 stability, and then for 10 years we get +5 revolt risk and +20 tax modifier and 30 noble regiments, or don't let him reform and gain 1 stability. You know, it does seem like a fairly easy choice if it's just based off those 2 things, because we do not need the money. We really do not need the money. And a +5 revolt risk for 10 years is fucking devastating. So it seems our overextension is kicked up very slightly somehow. Weird. And the 2 stability, we don't have the... You know what, we're going to don't let him reform. Just giving us a little bit of extra stability there. I think that if you do let him reform, that might lead into an event chain or something, which would probably be even better for you than it lets on. But I'm not willing to risk it right now. If I could spend up and max out a stability after the -2, I would. But ain't no point right now. We can't afford it. +5 revolt risk is huge. I'm hoping that we can get into this war by the end of the episode. I mean, it'd be nice. Secosians are back. Oh, we still have a general assigned down here. Deal with. Okay, so the Alaskans think that their tariffs are too high. The Alaskans have a 15% tariff and a 20% liberty desire. So we can either get 10% more liberty desire and 5% more tariffs, which is, yep, in line with the standard increase, or lose 5% of the tariffs and they lose 10% liberty desire, which is not in line with the standard decrease. We're going to show them who rules colonies because we do. And honestly, it shouldn't be much of a concern. There we go. And we've just got Nanyang nice and converted for us. And I think that'll let us, yep, start converting Fuzhou, which is this one here. No problems. Oop. Alaska just lost 5% of its liberty desire for reasons. Getting close to that diplomatic advance. Not necessary, though. Like, just straight up not necessary. So I'm going to probably bank it or maybe build some roads or something like that. Because I would rather use that diplomatic power to integrate Mauritania and eventually Turkestan. Great. And obviously we're trying to save up admin power as well. Not for the technology, though we'll probably end up buying the technology at some point because that's really cheap. Like, really cheap. More admin power. In fact, we might as well get it. It's only production efficiency, and no one really gives a shit about production efficiency, I think. We'll eventually be able to get revolutionary empires and republics. Alright, let's buy that. Thank you. Yep, great, cool. So, we're not going to be able to be a revolutionary republic because we're a monarchy, which is the revolutionary empire, which is +1 yearly army tradition, +1 manpower, +10% morale. It's shit we don't need, to be honest. I'd rather have a revolt, risk, and discipline. What did you little fuckers do? We've gained the nationalism casus belli against the Pope and all of our colonies. What? Okay, I've never seen that one before. But that's pretty fucking amazing. So normally the conquest is 75% aggressive expansion, you get 100% of prestige, it costs you 100% of diplomatic power and 100% of like everything else for conquest. This is giving us double prestige, half diplomatic power, and 75% cost for all provinces in the culture group. That's pretty cool, but it's not something that I'm going to want to do. I really hope it doesn't influence our relationship with Mauritania. I don't care about Turkestan. Or the Pope. We'll see probably at the turn of a month. We should get these guys converting. Quicker those conversions happen, the better for everybody involved. Mainly me. Yeah, it hasn't affected our relationship. Weird. Never seen it before. Maybe it's because we got that level of admin power just then. It makes sense. It's the only thing we changed. Cool. Okay, diplomatic text back. I don't want to spend anything on it. $163. We need that to be 165, guys. Lazao got caught. It's now only at 22% overextension, and Shandong is coming along fast. Almost 6 million men ready to just join the army. Let's see. Do we want a diplomatic casus belli or improve relationships with everybody? Yeah, I know which one we want. So that should have just massively pumped everything. So while we're still not going to get Turkestan for a while, because yeah, we're really trying to just reduce that. We can get Mauritania right the fuck now without spending any money on them. Yep, done. And we can, because of that, stop relationship improvement. Perfect. So that'll be done in 2 years. Oop, there we go. Yep, continue converting stuff. We so do not have 100% religious unity, guys. And of course, that little action will annoy our dudes, our what do you call it? Our other vassals, but I gotta be honest, we don't really give much of a shit about our other vassals. They're just doing things. They'll be fine. Yeah, so we still do have this truce with Shun for another 10 years, but, well, as previously discussed, we do have ways around that. Cool. That's why you've got a dude leading you. %17 overextension. And more heretics getting converted. That should be the last conversion on its way. So 1794 we should be able to have a little bit of a fight. Foreign support for rebels. Well then, I believe somebody is going to get their shit kicked in about 2 years' time. And I look forward to it. So I have been doing a little bit of thinking about, you know, what's next and all that sort of thing. Not really conclusive, unfortunately. Let's see, lose 1 base tax, gain 5 result risk, and get plantations, or... fuck you. Yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of thinking about what's next in terms of the game, or games. Still not conclusive, don't really know exactly what I'd like to do. I don't have much of a backlog at this point, because, well, I've been putting the actual recording on the side in favour of studying for university, which starts... Well, by the time this episode goes up, it's probably my 2nd week, but at the time of recording, it's next Monday. The 18th of July specifically. Fuck off, you little shits. Stop being revolutionary. There is some foreign support though, that's annoying. Excuse me. I mean, we could go back to Crusader Kings, we could play another game of Europa. Like a more legitimate game than, you know, this one. Dumping in the CK2 conversion. What else is there? I don't have Stellaris. I don't have it because it's, well, I ain't got time to play it when it came out, so, you know, maybe it'll be an option. Because yeah, I can always get that, but I'll need to actually get used to it. Good. And the next place. Thank you. What's next on the line? 9%. That's exceptional. We are going to wait for everything to be done, though. It only makes sense. Because we want the next war to actually be the end war. Like the final war that we can foresee. good thing our diplomacy isn't, our diplomatic power isn't ticking up as fast as it could be because of that integration. Yeah, so could get Stellaris, and we could play that a little bit. What else do we have? I mean, I've got a fuck ton of games. Don't get me wrong, like, some of them probably wouldn't be very good viewing though, either because I'm shit at them, or because they're just the kind of game where nothing happens for long periods of time. Or things happen, but could go anyway. You don't want to watch me playing Salt and Sanctuary for like fucking half an hour only to die and lose all my damn progress. That's not fun for anybody. And I'm not going to be one of those guys who just rants and raves and bullshits into the microphone to make content. So let me think. What would be an interesting? You know what? We don't need this guy up here. Call him, and we'll recall the guy from Nippon as well, and the guy from Canton. He'll be fine. And then we'll send him over to America. So, I mean, there's always Farming Simulator. Because, let's be honest, I don't care if it's boring. It's fun. Sounds like a contradiction, but, well, I'm sure you guys know the deal of Farming Simulator by now. Alright, just under a year to go. All of these conversions are going well. The last one's almost done. Now, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get our stability up to +2, where it should be. Very good. Very nice indeed. We're getting even more money, god damn. How are my... Yeah, that's really fucking exceptional. These guys just rip through stuff. Recall, shove them up there. Yep, cool, we just lost a general. Get one back. 4541, not bad at all. Okay, where are our merchants? How are things going over here, gentlemen? We've got somebody in California. I know we've got somebody in Hudson. That's fine. Wow, really? This is part of the Australian node? God damn, guys. Whoops. We've got one on every one of those. Maybe Mexico? No, we do. That's a Mexican node there. Peru then? Definitely Peru. Yep. And we've already got one on Brazil, but let's put one on the Rio. Oh, we've already got somebody going there. Wait. That's not quite what I thought it was. Ah, looks like there's a bug. No problem. It was reporting that the guy going to Peru was also going to Rio de la Plata, which he obviously is not. I am just going to put a guy back into Samarkand just to direct power away from Turkestan. Yes, so I mean, Farming Simulator, that's on the table. What else do we have? I mean, we've got some other grand strategy games and shit like that. I'll probably find something and, you know, toss it around, see how entertaining I think it is, and just go from there, to be very honest. How much is this tech? 718. We'll probably wait a bit. Only 10 legitimacy, that's not bad at all. But that's Mauritania. Perfect. Let's get rid of all of these boats because they're shithouse. And I'll keep their army. Why not? Thanks for all your things, guys. Now, the good part there is that's given us the entire trade node here, so we're collecting all the money from it. So it doesn't matter where this trade is going. So we can probably pull the guy out of Western Europe. Don't know where we're going to put him though. And now we have unfortunately we have 4 free diplomats, which I can't really do much with, to be honest. I mean, I can bolster up opinions with some of my people that aren't already being bolstered, that is. But most of them are fine. Like, plus 72 is pretty good. Almost there, guys. We will get a war declaration this episode. I promise. Tell you what, our armies are going to be confused. There's like 9 different first armies. 8 first armies. Excellent. 2 first fleets. Wow. Good times. If they want to keep that guy, that's fine. We are at maximum diplomacy, so I am going to purchase that tech. Yep, the next level, the gold standard, gives us extra global settlers and trade stuff, which not all that important. Japanese nationalists, they're already fighting. We already won it. Right. We just caught everything. We have 0 overextension. Can't declare war on Shun, but we sure as hell can declare war on these little fuckers. It's going to be a conquest. Go in, go in. I'm not concerned about those guys needing troops, but I will give them that one. We've got a big army up there, so we're going to take these guys. Give them that force. In you go, in you go. 22nd and the 30th. You guys can also have a leader. How about you have a slightly faster leader? Yeah, it'll do. These guys into there, these guys into there, these guys there, these guys there. These guys will actually go full on into there because of this force. After there, we'll go into there. Actually, I'm going to send those guys into there. And these guys will come through like so. That should be it. They're not moving, they're trying to move. They will not be able to successfully move. Now we've got some revolutionaries, pretty far away from any of our armies, but whatever. I've actually got some dudes some generals to spare. Yep, there's the Battle of Kaifang. We're already at 24%. I hate to break it to them, but we've won. And I'm not going to vassalize them. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take as much of their land as possible. Which should be all of it. Already got all the blockades on. They're 100% blockaded. And nothing left to do other than sit back because they are carpeted. Hilariously. Ah, colony self-sustaining, very nice. Head on over to that one. They've got some boats around here. Let's go deal with these boats, because they are performing a suboptimal blockade. Now, we're not going to end it once we own everything. We're going to actually continue on until the end date of 1821. Wouldn't be a millennia in the making if we didn't actually play for a full millennia. Oh, this one is now self-sustaining. Good on it. Very proud of that one. That should mean that we've got an extra colonist. We do. And probably some land that needs to be allocated to the Beijing guys. Yep, yep. We've also got a spare merchant. Ah, because we don't own anything in the Rio de la Plata, so there's no point sending anyone there. Of course. But everywhere else already has shit. So is Australia exporting anything? Technically. No, fuck it. Beijing it is. No. Turkestan have some influence in Kashmir, but they're pulling everything through anyway. It's this one that we're more concerned about. I guess a little bit of Timbuktu as well. I don't want these guys taking my stuff, so Timbuktu. Right, let's get back to waiting. And you want a horrific crushing of foes and all that sort of business. Got a couple of positives. I count a 0 as a positive. Damn. Revolutionaries. 3-1. It's going to be a river crossing as well, so that might be a little bit tighter than I'd like. A few more positive results. Popping up across the board. Unfortunately, the most negative is actually on the war goal itself. Okay, that's a success. Stay on. No point moving them. Everybody is doing just fine. I'm definitely not going to build that. Self-sustaining, two self-sustaining colonies. Good, move it on over, and we just lost one of our advisors. Our military guy. So we'll hire the next best military guy as well. Okay, let's see. Where our colonists? That is a very good question. Where the fuck are our colonists? Ah, here we go. Got one in this place here. It does not need a colonist to be present. So we'll send him. Jesus Christ, that takes forever to get there. Send him to that one. I think we're already sending a dude in. Yep. Cool. Well, I hate to leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. Hey, we won that battle. Just. But it is the end of the episode. So, I mean, it's that half-hour mark. Let's just see if we can get one more capture. Anyone? This guy? No? Okay. These guys can't capture. These guys maybe. Yay! Alright. That's the end of the episode, so we'll be back next time to finish conquering everybody. But in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.